All right, we will do our sports example. Technically, this is still a cost problem, although we may not use the cost part of it initially. So here we have in the 1971-72 season, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made 1,663 baskets. That's not how many points he scored, that's how many times the ball went through the hoop during a game. Free throws are 1 point each, field goals are 2 points, and there weren't any three-pointers then. If the number of field goals was 151 more than the number of free throws, answer the following questions. So first of all, before we do anything, what do we want to do? Okay, first thing we want to do is make a key. So here's our problem, and we have x will be my number of free throws, and y will be my number of field goals. So x is my 1-pointers, and y is my 2-pointers. What do we know about x and y? Well, we know that he made 1,663 baskets. So if we have x plus y, that's got to be 1663. Notice since that was just the number of baskets, it was not the number of points. I just have a plain old x and a plain old y. I'm not multiplying anything by 2. Okay, the next thing we know about free throws and field goals is that the number of field goals, which variable? Y. Good. So the number of field goals, y, was, obviously that's the same as is, that's my equal sign. The number of field goals was y equals 151 more than free throws. 151 more than x. So y equals x plus 151. So the first thing I do is make a key, and the second thing I do is read the paragraph very carefully to get my equations. If I have two variables, I need to have two equations. Now we need to solve this system of equations. Looking at it, which would you rather do, substitution or elimination? Now we absolutely could do elimination by getting the second one in standard form, and would actually be a very easy elimination problem to do, but this one is maybe geared a little bit more towards substitution because I already have one variable solved for. So substitution is what we're going to do. If you prefer elimination, I don't care. On story problems, you get to choose. So here is my system of equations. I already have y solved for, so I plug that in place of y in the first equation. So the first equation used to be x plus y equals 1663. It's now x plus 151, because that's what y equals, plus 1663. Some people worry about why those parentheses are there. They aren't necessary. They're only there so that I can kind of see the grouping. I can see where y went. It just helps me visually, but you don't need them there. Now, because I don't need them there, on the left-hand side of this equation, what can I do? I can combine like terms to get 2x plus 151 equals 1663. Now, if I want to solve for x, subtract 151 from both sides. Very good. Now I have 2x equals 1512. Divide both sides by 2. Excellent. So we have x equals 756. I have x. I need to find y. Is there a convenient place to solve for y? Well, I already have y solved for, so that's the best place to plug it in. I know y is equal to x plus 151. So y is equal to 756 plus 151, which is 907. So that tells me that my number of free throws is 756. My number of field goals is 907. So let's see how that starts answering our questions. How many did he make of each? Okay, he made 756 free throws and 907 field goals. How many points did he make? Now this is the first time that we think about going shopping. And maybe, okay, we're not thinking about going shopping, but it's the same concept that we illustrated earlier. We know that each of those free throws is worth 1 point. We know that each of those field goals is worth 2 points. So we have his free throws, 756, plus 2 times 907, because each of those 907 baskets is worth 2 points. It's just kind of like going shopping again, but I get 756 cans of soup at $1 each and 907 boxes of cereal at $2 each. The same concept. So we total it up and he got 2,570 points. He played in 81 games that season. What was his average number of points per game? An easy way to do these is just to think, what units will my answer have? It says the average number of points per game. Points per game. That says points divided by game. So I want my total number of points divided by my total number of games, and I get 31.73 points per game. Not too bad for not even being able to get 3-pointers. That is our sports example, and we will do simple interest in our third video today.